Everyone, we're going to show you how to vote now. We'll take you to the voting screen. If you guys enter that room code, you'll be able to influence the match. This is for any spectator. After you guys, we're going to give you about a minute or so to vote. We'll bring in the second competitor, Linwood, and then the match will begin. We'll start with the drafting phase. We'll go over the items they're going to choose. And then we'll start with the build, and then finally both players will compete. Once again, this is going to be a gem race. First to four gems with no end gem. So it should be a high-paced, fast race right to the end. We'll be right back in just a moment after you guys cast your votes. Thank you, everyone. The votes are in. We are about to go live. Right now, we're going to bring in Linwood. Player 1, for everyone's reference, is going to be Jai. He will be blue. And player 2 will be Linwood. He will be red. So once Linwood comes in here, we're going to begin the draft. Both players are going to choose some of their items that are going to help them out in the build phase. Let's give it a moment here. And players will also choose a map. About 6 maps right now that we have in the game. I would say, personally, I prefer the Power Plant or Toxic Night. Gives you a little more freedom to move around. Rat Maze and Pipe Jungle are a little bit more restrictive. Rat Maze is definitely not forgiving. You go down the wrong path, you might be in there for a while. The very unique map is going to be Sidewalk Hustle. Players have a very difficult time getting past if they need to go way across the map to the side. It's not designed like the other maps, kind of in a vertical escape. It's very horizontal. Players need to go very far, very fast. The gems can be in very difficult spawn locations. So that is a very dependent room based on how the players are going to choose their items. They need a plan for that if that's a map that they do select. Smog Factory also, I would say, is one of my favorites. Definitely gives you a little more freedom for giving gems spawn in pretty good locations for it. And is really easy to make use of some of the items like a switch block or robot enemy and really cut off players that are unsuspecting it. So it could give you the advantage to get to one of those gems. And any moment now we should be seeing Linwood pop in. Players do have access to all of the items in this tournament. Their accounts are going to be, so they'll have access to full range. No one player is going to have advantage over the other based on the experience they have. Outside, these are special accounts that we've designed just for today. And once Linwood comes in, once again, we just want to say thank you to everyone over there at Piedmont, Virginia Community College. We appreciate everyone over there who helped put this together this Friday. And after the stream, remember to go over to our YouTube channel at BRP Clips. That's where all the highlights and course extras get uploaded to after the stream. And if you do like our streams, we'll be doing this weekly. Give us a follow here, and then you can join the chat. Assembly also will not be the only esports game we will be casting this year. We also have our Battle Royale Unity game coming out later this summer, so stay tuned for the premiere of that. 9 players go head-to-head in a Battle Royale style tournament. Only one comes out on top. Okay, back. We are in the drafting phase. Thank you guys for sticking with us here. Again, this is the season opener, so it looks like Linwood has jumped ahead. It shows 3 right off the bat. No, he's debating that flamethrower. However, he has made his selections with the lock and key, disappearing block. I'm a very big fan of that one-way gate. That gets very tricky. And let's take a look at what Jai is choosing here. Moving block, spikes, and the crusher. Also a flamethrower. Both players opting for flamethrowers. I like that. And a switch block of his own. Switch block, one way. Definitely a fan of these selections right now. I think it's going to come down to what map these players are going to choose. Once again, here we go. Power Plant and Toxic Night. Both 2 maps that I think give players a lot of freedom. Okay, now we're in the build phase. Both players have 2 minutes. They don't have to use all of it. But they can if they want to. These gem positions that you're seeing on the screen are not all the gems that are immediately going to be there. This is just where they have an opportunity to spawn in. Gems can move throughout. It is not a set or fixed. They can't really plan for it. they have to adapt. Wherever the gems are, they're going to have a radar. They're going to have to run over to them. Looks like both players are deciding to block off the majority of the gems. You see that over with Linwood. He's using those. I can't even see. The gem is blocking it completely. But so both players in this case, they're both allowed to use a hammer and break some of the blocks. That will allow them to get to the gem. Once again, they really only need to get to 4 gems. It's the first to 4, and both players get 3 strikes with a hammer. So theoretically, they could block off all the gems they want. It would still be available for both players to grab a fair amount within the time frame. Just under a minute here to get ready. Let's see. What do you guys think down in the chat? Let me know. Is there any building strategies that you see? Anyone have any early predictions for the match? I have the chat pulled up so I can see what you guys are writing in as well. Just 40 seconds to go here. I do see a ton of switch blocks. I'd like to see the players switch it up a little bit. Let's get some other building items up there. I don't see any crushers. I'd like to see the crushers get some flamethrowers. I do see some disappearing blocks. I am a fan. But once again, the point of this map was to make it very open for the players to get to. All those gems, if you notice at the top, they're very hard to reach. You really need to be precise with your wall jumps, land on top of all these bricks. It's not an easy thing to do, and the gems can move. So slipping off, falling off could cost you a lot of time. And once you die, once again, you start right on that spawn, back at that left-hand side of the map. Okay, waiting for other players to join. Building has ended. We're about to see 2 minutes in the race phase now. 3, 2, 1. Alright, time at 0. Both players deciding to opt for that middle passageway right now. There we go. Here's the layout of the entire map. We can see the gems. They can't. It looks like it's taken by that lock block. Remember, both players are going to need to go to that right-hand side where the lock is and try to get it. Right now, only Linwood should remember where it is. He's the one who placed it down. We'll see if he's able to get it. He takes a bottom path right now. Keep an eye on Linwood, see what he decides to do. Remember, the ball's in his park. He is able to grab a gem. Let's take a look at Jai here. Jai keeps running into that toxic barrel. It's giving him some problems. First environmental effect, far out. And that gem, if we notice again, that's going to be on the top. That's what I was talking about before. It is very difficult to get up there without making any mistakes. The switch blocks. Look at this. Jai navigating it very precisely right now. Doesn't want to make any mistakes. Jumps on top of that cone, and he grabs his first gem. Okay, things are all tied up. Let's check back in with Linwood. Let's see where that other gem is. No, it's Jai who's able to grab a second block. Let's see where that new gem is. Once again, it's hidden in that lockbox. I mean, I have not seen a player lock the gems up. I wonder what he's doing right now. I haven't not seen this before. It's actually hurting him right now. He would be able to get that gem before Jai. He blocked it off. There it goes. It's finally out. Uses his hammer and is able to grab it. And that's all tied up with 2 gems, just 30 seconds left. I now see those spikes are hidden under the construction cones. That's such a good strategy. You can't really see them. Those toxic barrels look like they're just placed there by the map, but they all have spikes under them. That's an excellent strategy. And that is going to be Jai who grabs that 3rd and 4th gem. He spawns back. Gem comes right in front of him. He's able to collect it before Linwood even knew it happened. Went from 2-2 to 4-2. Wow. Really, really quickly. Okay, so we have Jai winning this match. Once again, we want to say thank you to Piedmont, Virginia Community College, everyone over there who helped put this together. Thank you guys for sticking through us in the beginning with our little technical difficulties there. And remember to come to our YouTube channel, subscribe to us here on Twitch. We're going to upload all the highlights to BRP clips over at YouTube. And stay tuned, later in the summer we're going to be coming out with our first Battle Royale tournament. It's going to be a Friday, Thursday tournament. If you'd like to participate in that, definitely reach out. All right, everyone, have a good weekend.